Welcome to the Guthrie America podcast. We sit down with the amazing people who do life in our community and who are from here. Today, I sit down with Chyla Rucker. Chyla, how you doing today?
I'm great, thanks.
Good.
Thanks for having me.
We're grateful you're here. Ladies and gentlemen, before we get started into the full-blown conversation with Chyla, please go ahead and subscribe to the podcast, leave a review, all the things. Hit us up on social. I'm your host, Hetty Coleman. You been having a good day?
Today has been a good day. Yes,
Yeah.
thank you.
Do you like the cold or the hot?
I like it in the middle. I'm a fall, spring type of person.
Yes.
I could wear shorts every day.
Yes.
And maybe a hoodie or, but layers work well for me.
For sure. I'm changing up a little bit. I'm gonna start off with what's something that you've done crazy lately? Like what's something like, man, I cannot believe I did that, or
Well, I don't know if I can't believe that I did it. I think that because it was necessary.
Yes.
But most recently, I have resigned from my full-time position.
Yeah.
And to pursue the restaurant, C+C Eatery, and launch it into a whole new realm. And hopefully it's successful. And I wouldn't say my fingers are crossed because I already know that we'll be fine. I have a lot of faith. I've had to learn to believe in myself.
Yeah, for sure.
So, and thank the Lord every day for blessing me, continuing to bless me, and guiding me, basically. So, I left my position recently, and so far it's been great. It's been different being able to rest because prior to that I was working full time, 40 hours a week, plus operating as a restaurateur, and just trying to make it every day, plus being a mom and, managing a household and all of those things. So I think that this leap of faith and this path that I'm on is taking me somewhere that, I'm excited about, but I sure don't know what's about to happen.
For sure. What you were at OSU?
I was, yes.
You're not are you an OSU alum?
No, I graduated from Langston.
Okay,
University.
LU, that's what I thought.
I
Okay.
did both my undergrad and graduate work at Langston.
What was it like? I've always been kind of not fascinated, but I've always admired people who work for universities. I feel like it'd be a great vibe or something to work for a college, investing in college students. True or not true? Like, is it hard or is it?
So, I also worked at Langston previously to.
That's right. Yeah.
So, this experience is great. It's rewarding. It's great work. And a person like you, I think, would love it because you enjoy interacting with all kinds of people on a daily basis. However, my most recent position at Oklahoma State University was primarily, I was an instructional developer.
Okay.
So the majority of my work was reading, writing, and editing.
Oh, gotcha.
Occasionally, we worked with subject matter experts, like during our conferences, or if we had to during the validation process of our content. So that job was very introverted. I was in my office a lot. My phone never rang. It was just a little definitely different than working at Langston University with, in public relations. So it was always something going on.
Right.
But both experiences were great. I loved working at OSU. I really loved the people there. But I didn't have a lot of student interaction.
Gotcha.
Except our student employees, but they didn't really do a lot of work personally, from my projects.
Right. Yeah, see, I would want to do it in conjunction with, I would want to work with the students. That's something like dorm life or something like that, just investing in the students, interacting with them.
I mean, so they're definitely fun. Yeah. You learn a lot. And then I worked at Job Corps as well. I was an instructor there, and so that it's a whole nother group of students, but
different types of population.
Yes,
but at the end of the day, they're all young people.
Yes, and so being around young people keeps you young. For sure.
Yeah,
I definitely felt closer and connected to the youth, but each experience was rewarding and gave me something different.
That's really cool. Now, talking about personality types, you said introverted, was work at OSU, a little bit more outgoing, probably way more outgoing at Langston, public relations, things like that.
I was younger too. So.
You were younger too? How would your family describe you? Like if I was like, ask your cousins or close friends, like how would you describe, how would you say they would describe you?
I hope that they would say I'm a wonderful, lovely human being.
Let me call one of them.
but as far as family goes, I would say that I am the cousin that really wants everyone to be together. You know, like I try to. Yes, I'm gonna. So I hosted Thanksgiving this year. Trying to help take over some of those duties of, our parents and our grandparents that are no longer here. Just trying to keep that family dynamic together, intact, for sure. That's very important to me. My family is everything to me. And so my friends, I feel like I could put more energy into it, but I do hope that they can see that I try to reach out and stay connected with them, because I do have a group of girlfriends that are very lovely women, and we try to get together as often as we can. And I do feel like once I opened the restaurant, we kind of fell off because I don't have the availability. Right. But I did volunteer this year, since I have some time, to host our girlfriend, was it
Friendsgiving?
Not Friendsgiving, but the Christmas. Friendsmas.
Okay. Yes, there's a Christmas and a Friendsgiving.
Yes.
Oh my goodness! So I didn't even know about this Friendsgiving thing until I feel like everybody was having a Friendsgiving. So now there's a Friendsmas.
There is a Friendsmas.
Oh, yes. Wow.
So
okay.
I don't think it's new. I think I just don't. I think it's because we've gotten together before. Yeah, it's just not a term that
we just didn't missed out.
Yeah, that I'm used to using. So, girls' night.
Gotcha. Yes. Well, that's cool. Can we go back to the restaurant? Yeah. What was it like? Like what drove you to take on something so big? Because restaurant is big. Like. To manage a restaurant,
call it a midlife crisis in a lot of situations. However, so I've always worked in the restaurant industry. Okay. My first job was Pizza Hut in Guthrie. Okay. Then I worked at the Best Western little restaurant in high school, and then once I started working in Langston, then by that time the Woody's Steak and Barbecue was open, so that's my dad. I helped him there, and the biggest part of that whole restaurant influence came from working at Don Pablo's. Do you remember that place? Over by Quail Springs Mall? Oh, yes. I'm thinking Guthrie. I'm like, no. Oh, Don yes, Pablo's. Don Pablo. Okay, yes. So that was quite an experience. I mean, I feel like I learned so much about the industry. It was crazy work, and when I think back, for a little bit of money, but it was the 90s, so it didn't take a lot of money, I mean, you work 12, 13 hours for $100, So, but the family that I developed there, I'm still in contact with a lot of them. I still talk to them. We, watch their kids grow up, have developed wonderful relationships with people from there. And just the memories that we have, if you work there, you have a story about working at Don Pablo's. Okay. For sure. But I think it kind of definitely groomed me, definitely taught me about customer service. It taught me how to, and I like dining out. And I feel like when I go out, I want it to be a certain kind of way. So that's what I strive to give. I want everyone to experience that. I really like a place that when I walk in, they know me. They might even know what I want. It's been amazing to watch my child, who works for me or with me, develop those same type of skills. She knows our customers. She knows the clientele. So she was a big motivating factor in opening the restaurant as well. I needed to know if she could work. I'm like, what's gonna happen? I have this. So we discussed it, and then during COVID is kind of when it all happened. We were coming through town one night. It's 7 p.m. and nothing's open to eat. McDonald's was closed. I mean, nothing was open, and so I don't know. Maybe that sparked it. Definitely knowing if she could work. There's a lot of factors. I already had the experience under my belt, with the exception of cooking. I had never cooked before. I've always worked front of the house. Yeah. So being in back of the house is definitely a change. Being responsible for food orders and managing and money and it's all the things. Lot. Yeah. But
the building and the facility. Yes.
Yeah. And so that was another thing too. I kind of so I had been working at Katie's Diner for as a second job, helping my friends out, and they were and watching them. I just kind of I knew that they had success in the business, and they were good friends and mentors, and they are people that I admired and or I do admire. So at night Guthrie had no food options. Yeah. Now since we've opened, there have been a lot that have popped up. Yes. But it's okay because we haven't. It hasn't affected us much. So, Aileen, is my good friend, called me one night and was like, "Hey, Simone's just moved, and the building's open, and do you want to go look at it?" Absolutely. That was my response. And so within probably the next couple of days, I was there and had my little money together and paid my first month's rent, and landlord was very nice and accommodating and helpful, and everything just kind of fell into place. Yeah. So it was a quick decision, but something that had been in the back of my mind. Yeah. I just probably wasn't expecting to push the button right then. Yeah. But we just have to jump sometimes and see where we land, and I feel like I landed in a good place right now.
That's good. So. Because of your family's experience with restaurants, like, did they say like, "Oh yeah, let's go do it," or were they like, "No"?
Well, there was both. There was both. So I would say, of course, my grandmother is Harriet Kennedy. Yeah. And her legacy in this town, would be one that's probably unmatched. I don't know if we'll live up to that because, the countless times that I've heard, "Oh, I just loved her place, and we got engaged there. Or she fed everyone, and she really truly was a blessing to the community, and through her food and her services that she offered." I never was able to speak with her about it, right? But I think that she probably would have been supportive. Yeah. Now, would he? He was like, "You don't want to do that. That's not what you want to do." But he didn't know that I had already signed the lease. So
Oh, you would have got advice after you saw that?
Yes. I had to jump. I had to go.
Did you do that because you was like, no, I just need to do this regardless of anybody say I feel like I need to do this?
I felt like I needed to do it. It was something that I wanted to try.
Yeah.
I definitely wasn't getting any younger, so I wanted to just try something, bet on myself.
Yeah.
And actually, I thought I was going to be able to just follow his format. We just open 12 hours a week, and when I don't want to work, we don't have to work, but it, being downtown Guthrie, it's a little different.
Oh, yeah, you can't do that.
We can't do that. We get a lot of flack for our hours that we have now. And I'm like, y'all don't understand that I work too.
I'm full-time. Yeah.
Right. I'm trying.
Yeah, I got a kid. I'm full-time. I'm working full-time.
I'm in the band.
Yeah, I'm in the band.
Right.
That's right. Did you know the obligations on my life?
Right.
Yes.
He was like, I don't know if that's what you want to do. But I did it. And here we are now, over 2.5 years later.
Has it been that long?
It has. Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, it's 2025. We were open.
2022, I see.
2022,
yeah.
Yes. So
that is crazy. Time flies by.
It truly does.
Yeah.
Especially when taxes are due.
Yeah, because they're definitely gonna be due.
Yes, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is it's just so much. But I haven't had a day that I didn't make it.
Yeah,
and so that propels me every day.
Yeah,
like, okay, I love the crazy.
Yeah.
I love when I don't know how we're gonna get. It's 5 a.m. Okay, but we have to make it through this whole day plus something else. Yeah. And then anything could go wrong.
Yeah.
So, but
that's the life of an entrepreneur, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is.
And most people don't understand that.
And it fuels me.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, well, let's see how we're gonna get through this.
Yeah.
And it's exciting, and I feel empowered after I've gone through a day of disaster or
you can lay down and feel good and
like,
be like, I made it.
We just made it through that. I mean,
that's good.
Because we try to do some catering. So like even this past Sunday, we had a catering that's kind of small. So I was like, okay, we can do this. We don't need to close, but how are we going to do it? Because it is just Chloe, Jerry, and I. And that's a lot to do at dinner rush, plus get some food out and deliver it somewhere.
And you decided you was going to do it.
We did it, yes.
Yeah.
But we did it. We did it. We did have to close for about 30 minutes, but I don't think that I think everyone understood what we were doing. So, and sometimes that just, it's the nature of the business. But we're short, we're small staffed. It's my child who sometimes chooses not to be agreeable. But I have Jerry. Jerry is my right hand. Jerry, I couldn't make it without him. I couldn't make it without my mom. I couldn't make it without Woody. I
have they all come and helped you cook?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. When we started, so I'm really big on family. Employing family or having family come in, and because I feel like it's family owned and operated business. And
that's been y'all's track record.
Yes.
Like as a family, the businesses that I know of that you all have been
it's been
involved.
Family.
It's been family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it started with, even like our extended family. So Cecil Bennett was, and I think you interviewed Coach Bennett recently. So his wife, she opened the place with us. And then my niece Kennedy worked there until she went to college. My little cousin Avery has been employed until she went to college. And now I have little Mally, who I call my niece.
Yeah.
But she's great. And these are I like I can't really call them employees because they're not really employees. So, but people that want to learn. The business.
Yeah.
And so, generally, it's people that have asked me, how can they help?
Yeah.
And so I'll give you a role. I can
Come
delegate
on.
some
Be
tasks.
here at 5.
Right. Yes. We will figure it out.
Be
But
here at
so
5.
far it's been very successful.
That's good.
Um, and I feel like the people that have worked with me have grown tremendously.
Yeah.
A lot of times it's the younger people's first time working.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not a really tense environment because we're kind of steady. It's not Don Pablo's where you have to get chips and salsa drinks and, it's pretty.
It's manageable for them to learn.
And we're small.
Yeah.
We're itty bitty. So they should be able to handle it, and with guidance. And they do well. Chloe's done great.
She served us a couple of times.
Okay. Well, I hope I haven't had a complaint on her yet.
Yeah, no, she's done great.
That.
Yeah.
I haven't been able to monitor every situation, but I have not had a complaint on her yet. And so I think after 2 years, she's proven that she can work.
Yeah, yeah.
And that she's she's capable of a lot of things. So.
And I've never been a waiter, but I heard that's a really good job to help to learn skills like customer service,
time management,
learning order, time
prioritizing.
management, all of those things helps really move them forward in life. If they want to go do something else, those some good skill sets to have. So, and she's learning them as early as she's learning them.
Right.
It's big time. So,
and entrepreneurial skills as well. So,
well, that's what I was going to ask you. Like, is it more the entrepreneur side of it that you enjoy the most, or is it the food and the restaurant side of it? Like, which one do you?
I would say it has to be pretty equal right now.
Okay.
Because I don't get to, I would love to be able to spend time just developing recipes and, but right now our demand for what we have is pretty high. So now that I don't have to go to Stillwater every day, then maybe I can, and I do want to grow our menu and incorporate new things, but I also have to manage the bills and I'm so thankful for our bank that is understanding. And doesn't, say, what are y'all doing? You don't know what you're doing. It's all going to come together. Just have faith.
Yeah.
We're good.
And that's the great thing about local banking too. Like as a business, like being able to build those relationships with bank, that's really how a lot of entrepreneurs are getting through. Like people think,
because some days are hard.
Yes.
Some weeks are hard.
People think all entrepreneurs are rich for some reason, but it's like, no, it's thank God for great relationships with banks and all those things. So
I don't get paid.
Right.
I mean, I don't draw a salary. So
which they say not only the first 5 years, it could take up to that.
Well, we're there. That's where I live. We're just trying to make it through. But I think so far, and I think with the expansion, the ability to expand our hours, we can just grow. Just grow and improve. I have a lot of ideas for improving the restaurant and the just interior and making sure that we have everything available that the consumer wants. Yeah,
that's good. Just what is the favorite? What is so far? What?
Well, a Philly cheesesteak. You know, everybody eats that. Then
it's not the burger.
We get a lot of burgers. I would say favorite though would be probably Philly.
Okay.
But Sundays is what put us on the map.
The Soul Food Sundays?
Yes. Soulful.
Soulful Sunday.
Yes.
Soulful.
Yes.
Okay. But that's the thing. The Soulful Sundays.
Yes, Soulful Sunday dinner.
And is that the same thing? Collard greens? What is that?
Sometimes. We change our menu. It's a rotating menu.
Okay.
So, well, I wouldn't even say rotating. It's really whatever I dream up that week. Or whatever I think, we really need to push this meatloaf this week because I know we're going to sell out of it.
Yeah.
So it's just a menu that is created weekly that we use to provide a dinner, a home cooked meal for our patrons.
Yeah.
You know, I think a lot of people use it to feed their families after church, or you know, you can take one to your grandmother.
Yeah.
You can, you know, people depend on it. They've come to a place to where they depend on it.
Yeah.
I feel like, so we haven't not offered it since we started.
Gotcha.
So I'm on probably 100, well over 120 weeks consecutive of serving this meal. And I love it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's my favorite day of the week.
Yeah.
It's definitely a little more challenging,
Yeah,
but I love waking up at 5 and getting this menu out and trying to, you know, pull it all together and keep it going throughout the day. Plus, we offer our full menu and then whatever other specials we have.
On Sunday.
Yeah.
What time do you open on Sunday?
11:30.
11:30, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I need that extra 30 minutes.
I know
sometimes.
that's right.
Like,
Give me the extra 30 minutes. Okay, we're gonna jump into this first segment. Is called either or. Okay, either or. So
Okay.
you got to pick one.
okay.
You ready? No. Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Is that straight? Did you? I just saw you make coffee. Did you put something in it?
I did. Yeah. It's really a latte. Is what. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, coffee.
When did you start drinking coffee? Like, is this something that you've always done as a kid?
No, not as a child. I would say as an adult, when you need it to survive. it's about
It's a
survival
survival
now.
thing.
Yes. Yes.
Because I felt like when I was a kid, only adults drink coffee.
Yeah,
you had to be old to drink coffee.
Right. What is
now
that?
young
I
people
wouldn't even try. Yeah, but my baby loves to get a latte and throw it
yeah,
out.
that's what I'm saying. Young people now drinking coffee. I'm like, what?
know
You
how
want
many
coffee?
Starbucks cup she owns. Like
She's doing.
crazy.
She loves the coffee. Okay,
yeah.
here's the next one: early bird or night owl?
Early bird, probably not. Night owl. I mean, I would say that. So when I was working, my brain didn't really click on till 10 a.m. So
Okay.
I really didn't do meetings early morning.
Right.
But if it's physical, then I like the restaurant. I want to start that early
Okay.
and not work all night.
But are you going to
guess
bed
it's-
early?
Do I go to bed? I am a 10:30.
Okay. Yeah, you're not
person.
a night owl.
I
man.
like the news. Yeah, me staying up all night is crazy.
Don't Chyla, don't say you like the news. You're not that old. You're not.
Oh, man, look. Channel 4, we go to bed with it, we wake up with it.
She said the news. I ain't
Yes.
saying no. You talking about the 10 o'clock news?
10
You
o'clock
said-
news, yes. Yes.
You don't want keeping the news
And
people.
I like local news.
You like local
I
news.
do.
That's good.
Emily is my girl. Weather.
Which channel is that?
Channel 4.
Channel 4. Okay. Beach vacation or mountain retreat?
Oh, they're a beach for sure.
Really?
I'm not climbing. I have a friend, one of my good friends from OSU. He is a hiker, and I don't understand why. Like, you use your vacation to go hike? That's crazy.
Yeah.
No, no, you can't have cocktails in the mountains like hiking. No.
All right. Cats or dogs?
You know, I really can't say because the talk around the rock will hate me. I'm not really a fan of either.
What? Just because you doesn't mean that you don't appreciate them. You just don't want them in your house. Like you're not trying to have either pet.
I'm not a pet.
I'm not a pet person either.
Yeah, just
Neither. I'm not neither. We got a cat though.
My parents have a cat.
Yeah.
I just look at it.
Yeah.
They've had dogs. When I was in high school, they bought me a dog, but they took her back when I went to college. So,
Yeah, I'm not either.
I mean,
I'm
but
with
she
you.
used to do things to just mess with me.
The dog did?
Yes.
Oh,
Like,
my.
you'd let her out to use the bathroom and she'd take off running into a whole nother, and I got to go to school. So, I don't have time to chase this dog around the yard. So,
Be like, you'll be all right, gone. Keep
no,
running.
because they lived in the country, so she wouldn't be all right.
33.
Yes.
Yeah. You
I
had
had to get her.
You had to go get her. Yeah.
And she was the baby. She replaced me. So
Here we go. Netflix binge or reading a book?
It's funny you say that. I love audiobooks,
Oh, okay.
but I've been told several times that is not considered reading.
Yeah, I'm an audiobook person, and I would say I like both. I want to feel like I'm a reader, like a book, because when I'm reading a book, it just feels right.
Right. Okay.
But audiobooks are the best way for me to get the most information.
I agree.
Right?
Yes.
So walking, walking, I'm listening. Driving.
I love a good audiobook.
Yeah.
And I can any audiobook. It's fine. It doesn't, I haven't really come across one that I just felt like, ooh, this is terrible. And
oh, you just like listening to books then?
Yeah, so I like probably 50 last year.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So, but I was commuting a lot. So that's what I did a lot of times on my commute. But the question is,
Netflix or reading a book, which one are you really doing?
Well, are we calling audiobooks reading?
Yeah.
Okay. Then it would be a book.
Okay.
Netflix is fine. Like I can do it, but I don't have time to I can't move around while I'm watching that. Gotcha. I need to I always have something to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't dedicate that much time.
Gotcha.
Binging things.
Sweet or savory?
Savory.
Savory, okay. City life or countryside?
City life. I mean, I would probably rather reside in the country and drive to the city. But I do like convenience. So that's a toss-up. I'm going to have both.
You have been the best person to do either or with. I don't think you've done either one of them yet. Dogs and cats you didn't go with. No, you was all over beach vacation. You was like, no, the beach. You was like, no mountain retreat.
I can't I can't hike in a bikini.
Yeah. You kind of was raised in the country though, right?
I mean, on 33.
But it's not in town.
It's not in town.
Because Guthrie's not city life.
No, it's not.
But town. I'm gonna change this to town or countryside. Like in town or countryside. Which one?
In town or country. So I live in town now, and I feel like on the busiest corner of.
In Guthrie, America?
In Guthrie, America.
Which corner is that?
I can't tell everybody where I live.
Don't say where you live at.
But I live on Pine. Yes, I live off of Pine.
Oh, you live, okay.
So.
Oh, yeah, depending on which corner. Yeah,
yes,
it can be.
So there's, traffic all the time. And it's always somebody saying, why is your car at home? Why?
They watching you.
Yes. Oh, my goodness. Whose car is at your house? Nobody's.
Why are you home? They knocking on your door.
Yes.
Yeah, that's good.
So maybe country is best.
We're going to let you think about it. Okay. Here's the next one. Introvert or extrovert?
Man, these are hard. It shouldn't be this hard, but because I have moments of both.
Okay.
So the extrovert in me is why I have
the
that
restaurant.
Yeah. Yes. The introvert in me is
who wants to live in the countryside.
Is in right curriculum.
Right. In
my office. Right. So
yeah, that's definitely something I couldn't do.
And I have moments of both, I lived that for the past 2 years.
And you can manage both. Like you can live in both worlds.
I can.
Yeah. I can't remember what they call
social.
that.
You know, I like going out when I want to go out, but I don't always want to go out or be bothered or talk or, et cetera. But I do like those things too.
But here's the thing though. At the restaurant, you cooking.
And that's hard for me because I want to know who's in there.
Okay.
But Chloe keeps me up to date,
she be taking selfies with people as they come in and giving it to you.
I do try to make sure I go out and speak when I can. So, I think that's a big part of it.
Yeah.
So the hospitality and just trying to make sure that everybody's greeted.
For sure.
And they get to tell me whatever they want to tell me.
Like checking on the meal. Like, how was the meal?
Absolutely.
Like, what did you really like about it? All those things.
And just how was your day? Hopefully this experience made your day a little better.
Yeah.
So,
just checking in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No, that's good.
And thanking them.
Yeah. I like when the chef or the owner or somebody comes out and does that. Like, how was it?
Right.
Yeah, that's good. Hip hop or R&B?
Ooh. I would say so. It shouldn't be this way, but I'm gonna say hip hop.
What do you mean it shouldn't be this way?
I mean, because I grew up in the 90s, like that's my era, so
the
R&B,
90s had a great,
I know.
The 90s had a good balance
R&B,
of both.
Okay, right, but we had, so really I'm a neo-soul person.
Okay, Music Soul Child.
Yes, Jill Scott.
Lauryn Hill, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go to see Jill. If she's anywhere in close,
You going.
we're going. Teresa Michelle Bufford and I are going to be there.
Michelle Bufford.
Teresa.
Oh, Teresa. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, what'd you call her, Michelle?
That's her middle name.
Oh, okay. I was like, say, Michelle Bufford ain't going.
We last saw her in Chicago not long ago.
Oh.
So
nice. Okay, neo soul. So that's not an option, but we're going hip hop.
Glorilla's album is giving me life right now.
So who's Gorilla?
Glorilla.
Glorilla. Who's Glorilla? Is that hip hop?
Yes, she's a rapper.
Is this a new person?
Not that new, but
Let me see.
Don't play it. Don't turn it on.
Oh my god. Okay, Glorilla, I see.
Yes.
No, I'm not gonna turn it on.
Yeah, don't play that. But
you're hilarious.
shout out to Glorilla because
she's bringing you life.
gives me life.
That is funny. Okay. Calling or texting?
Texting.
Yeah. All day.
Texting, Jerry, bless his heart.
He love to call.
Oh my gosh, I text him and
He'll
calls
call
me.
you.
Yes, I'm like, why are you calling me?
Jerry's old soul though.
He is.
Because
and he
how old
loves
is Jerry?
to talk
When did he
your
graduate?
age.
He graduated with me, didn't he? Or younger? He's younger.
90. He's 2 years older. He's 94.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. So, but yeah, he's just nice. He got that. I didn't get that. I'm not the nice one. Like,
stop.
I'm just like, okay. Hi.
Oh, stop. But he's calling you.
Oh, yes. He's going to pick up the phone and call. And
Yeah.
I'm like, I just texted you to ask you, do we need hoagies? Like, we don't have to talk about it.
No, like,
right.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
It's that simple.
Yeah.
But I guess it depends on what the nature of the conversation is.
For sure.
So,
There are times appropriate for calls.
Calling is required.
Very few, though. Very few.
No.
Just text me. Like, I feel like texting you can get it done quicker.
It just depends on what you want now, Greg.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm
a
single woman. You can't just text me.
Yeah, that's just right. That's right. Okay.
Look, requires words and thoughts. And
here's the next one: cooking at home or dining out?
It should be cooking at home.
Okay.
But I love a
dining
good
out.
restaurant.
You've been working in restaurants all of your life, it sounds like. So,
but I love to look at others and check out their ambiance and see what they're offering. And I mean, Chloe hates it because I'm like, look what they're doing. Look at the. We went somewhere the other day, and I was like, I love that server's disposition and the way that she is, communicating with her guests, and I'm constantly looking at that, and she's like, oh, I know what I'm doing, Mom. I know how to do my job. And I'm like,
she's like, I got this.
Yeah.
14. Like, don't need to learn nothing else.
But
did she get that from you?
No.
That swagger to feel like she got it and she don't need.
No, I appreciate learning new things every day.
You said you are not taking that.
I'm not. That baby she's always been very strong-willed.
Okay.
And she's always known what she wanted. And a lot of times I don't even know where that comes from. Like she doesn't really question things. She knows what she wants. And that's what it is. Yeah. And then once she gets it, she's kind of over it. But I
feel like my princess is like that. Nia's like that.
Really?
A little bit. Like she knows what she wants. And
yeah, she's like, I know what college I'm going to. I know what want to be a doctor. And I'm like, are you sure about that? Maybe you want to try something? She's no.
No. This is where I'm headed. This is where I'm going.
This is what's going to happen.
Yeah. Which is good.
It is because I'm kind of indecisive. I mean, I've lived a double life for the past 2 years doing things that are completely opposite and trying to figure out which one I really want to do more. I mean, it really wasn't a question, but how am I really in a position to let one go?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So,
sometimes we don't find out till we do it.
Yeah, and it's okay.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll be fine.
Yeah, you'll be fine. Either way.
We're going to fly.
Adventure or relaxation?
I need relaxation, but I am kind of adventurous.
Okay.
So probably, that probably stems from seeking adventure probably stems from my youth, just being being young and doing things, and I survived that, but so those feelings of, that's exciting.
Yeah.
I want to try that again, but I'm probably too old to be doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's a different world, different time. So that's my kind of adventure. But I do enjoy a nice chill day, which I don't get to have very often. Yeah. So maybe the longing for that is something that makes me want to say relaxing.
Yes. All right, 2 more. Sneakers or dress shoes?
At this moment in life, it's gonna be sneakers.
Okay.
Yeah, I used to love some heels, but stilettos and but I'm not her anymore.
Action movies or comedies?
Probably a comedy. I really enjoy laughing.
Okay.
I like action movies too. I like them both.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say comedy.
You going with comedy?
Yes.
Okay. You can go with, it's okay to decide.
I'm in the middle of the road of everything. Like 5.
All right. Who was your favorite teacher growing up in Guthrie, America?
So I had a lot of instructors or teachers that were impactful.
Okay.
Let's start with first of all, Sonny Kennedy got me through high school.
Okay.
For sure, because I didn't want to be there. But so he'd be like calling my mama, she's not here. Yeah.
He got you there.
Right.
Yeah.
Even if he had to come pick me up, we were there. And then and that's my uncle, so love him. Then Mrs. Allen. She was our English teacher, and she did a lot with to help kids, and I felt like she was genuinely someone that wanted to teach,
Yeah.
you know. But I would say who was most instrumental. Oh, and I also need to shout out Jean Groom, because she did teach me things that I hold today in my
Yeah.
pocket, in my
Yeah.
back pocket. And she kept me going, wanting to go through Spanish. She was in junior high, but I took Spanish all through college. I can't speak it, but not because basically because I don't practice
Yeah,
it.
right.
But if I were in a situation where I had to save my life, I bet those words would come back.
Mm-hmm.
But my favorite teacher in high school was Jimmy Patterson.
Oh, okay.
Mrs. Patterson, the yearbook teacher,
Yeah.
who is still someone I admire and love to this day. She definitely listened and was patient and taught me journalism and the basics of it. And I went on to pursue a degree in journalism, worked in journalism most of my career.
Yeah.
So I will always be thankful for
Yeah.
her.
So because of that, when you got ready to graduate, you knew what you wanted to like. Did you know you wanted to do journalism?
I knew I was going to Langston, and I think I had enrolled in, or I had picked psychology as my major. But I remember General Daniels coming to the house one day and having a conversation with him, and he was talking about journalism. And between the conversation with him and just doing what I did with, my experiences in high school with Mrs. Patterson and working on the yearbook, and I knew I had strong writing skills, I decided to go with broadcast journalism.
Cool.
So,
And so you knew you were going to Langston.
I applied there, and I applied OU, and Langston gave me more money.
Okay. All right. Okay. You was like,
So plus I had a family legacy there, history,
Yes.
and and I definitely feel like it was the best choice for me.
Okay.
Because I had so many opportunities. I got to study abroad for 2 years, and
You studied abroad for 2 years?
two summers.
Oh, okay. Okay.
2 summers.
Okay. I was like, you was gone for 2 years. Where'd you go?
No.
Where'd you study abroad at?
West Africa.
What?
Yeah, we spent.
So
2
did you go to the
summers
same
in-
place?
No. The first year we went to Gambia and Senegal, and the second summer we spent in Ghana, Togo, and Ghana, another place, but I can't recall it at this very moment. But definitely experiences that helped shape me.
Okay.
Yeah. That's that adventure.
Yeah.
It's when that adventurous me, was living and thriving and doing everything that your mama told you not to do. I remember having to, being in I guess we were in Togo, and which was a city that the group had not really been in before, and my whole group was gone. Like I had gone to the restroom or something, I don't know, but the whole group was gone, and they had gone out onto an event, and I decided that I would find them in the city and I was alone. So
Oh my goodness.
I jumped into a taxi.
Oh.
Right. So yeah, adventurous.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Have you seen The Americans?" And this guy's just, I paid him like $100, American, and he was happy because that's like a year's salary, know, and he's driving me around looking for The Americans. And so we finally get to this this adventure place, and it's a Cakem Walk, which is very much like Indiana Jones. It's a narrow board rope bridge over a rainforest. And you have to hike like a mile up, and then go across these little bridges. So there was only 5 of them that existed in the world at that time. And I was like, well, I'm not going to be left out. So I paid the guy at the bottom because he was like, we're closed. There's a group here. And I was like, yeah, it's my group. He was like, well, they've already gone up. And I'm like, well, I'm going too. And paid him. He got me up, hiked me up the mountain or wherever we were. And I just felt like it was a once in a lifetime opportunity, and I didn't want to miss it. So I got there and did it.
So were they there?
They were there. Yeah. Oh. I caught up.
Yeah, did you know that's where they were going?
No.
Yeah.
We just drove because it was a small place, and I was like, it's a group of Americans. They have to be somewhere. Okay. All I have to do is trust that this taxi driver is not going to throw me out of his taxi into somewhere. And because this is way before MapQuest and
that's what I'm saying.
Internet.
You weren't find me or whatever, tracking,
none of
air
that.
tags.
None of that.
Oh my goodness.
I was like, everything my mama told me don't do.
You did it.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That's crazy though. That's a great story.
I mean, there are many.
That is a great story.
Especially when it comes to traveling. Yeah.
Yeah. So what has been your favorite place that you've ever been?
Definitely West Africa is my favorite just because of the people, the culture. I learned, so Gambia is just the whole third world country experience and knowing that, life could be this way, the Lord blessed me that I don't have to live like this, but it could definitely be, could have been or something. And, but they were still happy. They were still at peace. I still communicate with people from there to this day. This bracelet, this is an interesting story. This bracelet has my name on it. It was given to me by our tour guide.
Yeah, hold it up. Point it toward can you back it up a little bit? So
okay.
Zoom, keep going. Get closer to your face. Okay, there you go. Yeah.
So it's just a bracelet, silver, has my name in it, in copper on it. They were selling these, it was one of their things. So I'm pretty sure I bought one myself that was much bigger and gaudier because that's who I was then.
Yeah.
But he gave this to me. We were good friends while we were there. He was super nice. Took me around, to help me through the markets and things like that. But he took everybody. He was our tour guide. But anyway, so I got this bracelet over that was early 2000s. So I've had it over probably 25 years. I wear it every day. But I lost it recently in Mexico, maybe a few years ago in Mexico. I took it off to get a henna tattoo. And then we went on our excursion and I left it sitting. So the rest of the trip in Mexico, I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I lost my bracelet. I went back to the excursion place, talked to the owner. He was like, I don't know where it is. Haven't seen it, but I'll ask around. So he did that. And by the time I got back home, I gave him my phone number. He had called me and said, I went to somebody's house and got it, and I'm going to mail it to you,
Wow.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Crazy. Still, until he passed not long ago, but we even, his family, we would communicate even after that experience. So, there are good people in this world.
Yeah. That's really cool. Especially because you're all the way in the States.
Yeah. He took time to go find it for me, call me. We spent a day trying to get information back and forth to, so he could get it back to me. So, and he definitely didn't have to do that. So
that's crazy. That's really cool. That's a cool story. Where's your parade spot in Guthrie, America? 89er homecoming, whatever parade you go to, do you have
it used to be like the corner of Second and
Harrison. Yeah.
And Harrison.
Second, yeah. Uh-huh.
So, but now I don't get to really go to the parades too much, but I do have to watch my baby perform. So I go watch Chloe march, and then I usually come back.
Because now the restaurant.
Yes, because we're open, or we're trying to get open. So I'm not there to watch the whole parade anymore. But
right, yeah. Everybody has a parade spot, So now we're gonna do what we call top 5. You ready? So top 5 is I'm gonna give you something, and you got to put it in the top 5. And the next thing that I give you, you cannot move if you already placed something in that spot.
Okay.
So 1 being the greatest.
Okay.
5 being the least.
Okay.
And we're doing food.
Okay.
All right. Grilled chicken.
3.
3.
You
said that so. Chicken strips.
2.
Okay. Pizza.
It depends on whose pizza, but we go to Hideaway quite a bit. So, if you give me like a steak.
2 or 3. So you already got 2 or 3.
Okay, so pizza 4.
Pizza 4. Burgers.
I guess 1, because it better be a steak.
So pasta's being 2.
Huh?
Pasta.
Oh, pasta's not 5. Wait, what is 1? Is 1 the best?
1's the best.
Oh, okay. Then 5 can be pasta.
Pasta's 5.
Yeah.
So you had burgers. No, burgers was 1.
Okay, then I'm gonna keep that.
Burgers 1. Chicken strips was 2. That's what you said.
I did, but my scale was backwards.
Grilled chicken 3.
Still middle. Yeah.
Yep. And then 4 was pizza.
Okay.
And then 5 was pasta.
Okay, I would switch 2 and 4.
Oh, you would put pizza 2?
Mm-hmm.
What's your go-to pizza at Hideaway?
I'm ashamed to say.
Was it Big Country?
No, it's just it's just
cheese pizza.
No. It's just no vegetables on it. But that's because I have a Chloe who doesn't eat vegetables. So, I just pepperoni, sausage.
Pizza. You might as well just say cheese pizza.
Pepperoni, sausage,
pepperoni.
Beef.
What in the world?
Pepperoni, sausage, and ground beef.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna jump into another segment just because of time, but I want to make sure we get this segment in. This is a quiz. Pop. I think that's how we call it. Pop quiz. Is that how we know? Let me see. There we go. And then okay. Oh, maybe I didn't put it in this one. I thought I did. I was gonna see how. Oh yeah, here we go. This is a trivia. Tell me one thing about where this school is located. Okay, just what street it's on.
Where what school is?
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a school in Guthrie. You got to tell me what street it is on. Okay.
Okay.
You ready?
Sure.
Central Elementary.
Noble.
Yep.
Okay.
Fogarty.
Fogarty is on. It's off of Wentz.
That's it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm thinking the side street.
Oh, okay, yeah. High school.
Crooks
Drive. So, Yeah, see, like high school, some people have said Wentz.
Well,
It's
I mean,
like,
it
yeah,
is
the
kind of.
address is Crooks Drive.
It
but
is, yeah.
What street is the junior high on?
It is on Oklahoma.
You about said Harrison,
Yeah,
though.
Oklahoma.
Guess. Guthrie Up Elementary School.
Crooks.
Yep. Crooks Drive, 702. What street is Charter Oak on?
Country. I don't know. The sticks. The country.
The country.
Charter Oak Road, maybe?
It is on
Okay.
Charter Oak. Yes,
Like,
yes. All right. What street is Favor on?
I can't tell you. Well, it's on Perkins.
Yeah.
And Drexel.
Oh, look at you. You're going to
Yes.
give the whole corner.
I mean, I live like a few blocks away.
You're going to give the whole corner.
And it's across the street from Harriet's Supper Club.
Yes,
So.
yes. Now, why did you use, is that building capable or is like location?
Well, they live there. I mean, Harriet Ann lives
But not in the
it's
building
connect-
in the restaurant, right?
Well, it's connected. I wouldn't.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you, unless it was your business, then you wouldn't want.
For sure.
You
I
know,
get what you're saying.
someone-
Yeah. Yeah, because I was like, man, how cool would that have been? If you,
Yeah,
that
it
would have
would
been
be.
cool. Maybe one day. But I was thinking too, like location though. Like you in the
Yeah.
prime, like everybody's driving by your shop. You know?
Right.
So, and it's easy for me to be able to, like, when people come to church, where should we go to eat at?
Yes, they
Be
don't
like,
have to
just
find
right off
it.
Division and Vilas, you
Right.
know? And so that's really cool. Share one thing you think is the best way to give back to the community.
I think that one of my goals is to be able to help feed people. I haven't quite figured out how I want to do that, but I do want to be offer help with where there's shortages, or if there are people that are in need, or if you know, that is something that I aspire to do. I'm just not sure how I'm going to do that yet. But I do want C+C Eatery to have an opportunity to help out in the community. Now we try to support organizations the best we can, like the band. So I definitely try to donate plenty of water to them and snacks while they're doing their competitions and things like that.
Yeah.
And if people need something, you know, I'm okay with them asking me, and if we can help, we would love to participate. I think there should be collaboration, you know, amongst food organizations or businesses in this community that can, because there is a need. There are people that need help.
For sure.
And so I do aspire to be someone that can be of service to alleviate some of that.
That's awesome. Behind you is a sign, Choose Guthrie. You got one at your business.
I have one in my business. I have one in my
your
house.
yard.
I
Yes. What does it mean to you?
Oh, we're choosing Guthrie. Like, it's not a question. I love that phrase. I love that motto. I love this town.
Yeah.
You know, I grew up here. I appreciate what it has to offer. I think there's so many great things that happen here.
Yeah.
I love there's always something new happening, even though it's small and it could just stay the same way it is and function and survive. I do like that. I mean, I even in business, I'm like, oh, now we got this, now we have that, but we need that.
Yeah.
We need this and that. And, you know, the people that have been here a long time have been very welcoming.
Yeah.
My first day open, I remember Stables sending me an email or a text message or something saying, welcome, if you need anything, we're here.
That's cool.
I love collaborating with Guthrie Greens to provide events. I just really, the chamber, I think they do a great job at promoting different things.
Yeah.
And then there's also the There's a lot
Yeah.
that happens here.
Yeah.
And then we have so many people that come from out of town. And I think that, we need them to choose Guthrie too.
Yeah, right.
We need people to live here, people that can bring new ideas and fresh ideas to our community to always continue to grow.
Yeah.
Anything that's not growing is dead. So
This is true.
So we're thankful for Charter Oak because that's some expansion wherever they are. That's some expansion.
Out there on Charter Oak,
Right.
she coming from the country.
Right.
What street is he?
I don't know, but
Yeah.
we're glad they're there because they're part of our community,
Right.
And we need all of the revenue that we can get.
Yeah.
We need all of the support, and it's a great place to be. It's the history of our state. It's oh my.
It's good.
But-
yeah.
Sorry about that. I got comfortable.
No, it's good. Good.
But yeah. So
Good.
even if I don't live here, I'm always Guthrie will always be near and dear to me.
Yeah.
I feel like I've just traveled up 33 kinda. I was born in Muskogee, kind of grew up in Cushing, did elementary school there, and then came here. And then my grandparents had such a, everything I always felt like there was a sense of belonging here.
Yeah.
My grandparents were strong in their church and the community, and then I was a cheerleader, so I have pride. I'm class of 96.
Yeah.
I love my classmates. I love seeing my classmates come in and support me and, support the business. And I just love it. I think that it's a place that once you're here and you
Establish yourself.
You drink that Kool-Aid.
You
stuck.
You good to go.
It's
that's good.
part of you. So
That's good. So thank you so much.
well, thank you.
I
Thank you for having
appreciate you
me.
being on and sharing your story. And there's so
it
much
wasn't
more.
too wild.
It's just so much. You see how quick this goes by?
Yes.
How long you think we've been talking?
Sure, maybe an hour.
Yeah. That's been, let's see, an hour and 7 minutes.
Okay.
And we didn't even touch. I'm like, oh man, I don't know about the Africa. Let's go deeper into that.
Sorry.
And college life and going to LU. All that.
we
Next time.
barely
We're going to do a part
scratched-
2.
Okay.
We're going to be a part 2.
Okay.
So
Well,
thank
I'm
you
here
for being
for
here.
it.
Good.
Thank you
Well,
for having me. And
Yes. Thank you.
Holidays.
Yes. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for hitting that play button for another episode of the Guthrie America podcast, where we are on a mission to have every story told of the fabulous people who do life here and who are from here. The question that I like to end with, ladies and gentlemen, is will yours be next? Go in.